Hi everybody, welcome back. This is Simon Ward from the triathloncoach.com, and hopefully you're going to be watching this with about 2 weeks to go until you ride in the Carter Jonas Pedalthon in Yorkshire. So what I wanted to do now was to give you a few tips on how to spend these final 14 days to make sure you get the most out of your ride on the day. So the first thing I would suggest you do is, if you haven't done this already, take your bike into your local bike shop and ask them to give it a thorough service. You're going to be riding up some steep hills, as I've said before, so on the way down you'll need to make sure that your brakes are functioning properly in the dry, and also if it's wet. You'd also want to make sure that your chain is in good condition, because those steep hills are going to put a little bit more pressure on there, and the last thing you want is a chain mishap. Also make sure your gears are functioning efficiently, effectively, because as you change gear when you're going uphill, if you have any stuttering in momentum due to poor changes, then that's going to inhibit your enjoyment of the day. So gears, chain, brakes, and also tyres. Make sure your tyres are in good condition. Just get the bike to give the casings a once over, make sure there's no big splits in there. Okay, that'll be about it. If you've got a good bike shop, they should go through all the things there, and obviously if there's anything that needs replacing, make sure it's done before race day. The next thing then is your last big ride. I would suggest you're riding on a Thursday on the 22nd, so if you go back 2 weekends before that, that will probably be a good time to get in one final ride. Anything you do after that is probably not going to have time to get into your system and provide you with any benefit on the day. So one of the big mistakes we find with athletes is that they're trying to cram lots of training in the last 3 or 4 days, and all that's going to do is increase your fatigue and make it more difficult for you on the day. So there's no benefit. Anything outside of 10 days, don't worry about it. Okay. And because it's cycling and not running, you'll probably be able to recover from that ride as long as you take care of yourself. So continue with some of the habits we talked about in the previous video of eating good food and getting good recovery and good sleep. Decrease your training. It's what we call a taper. You're easing off slightly. That doesn't mean you have what we call the couch taper, where you just sit down all the time and let your body rest. You will need to be doing some riding, but you can maintain your fitness with 30 to 60 minutes every other day and a little bit of intensity. And the final one are the details. I would really implore you to make sure that you know the details of the day, where the race actually starts from, what time you're starting. Have a quick cursory look at the route, because although it'll be well marked, the onus is on you to take the right directions. Make sure you know where the hills are, and also the feed stations that the organisers are providing for you, so if you need water, then you'll know how far you've got to go. If you're staying over in Harrogate or the local area, make sure that you know where your hotel is and how far it is from the start and how to get there, and all those other things that a lot of people overlook until they get there and then find out that it's too late. So please give those details at least the once over. Alright? Hopefully those little tips will help you to enjoy your final days into the event and also the event itself. I'm hoping to be there on the 22nd of May, so I look forward to seeing you then. Take care in these final few days and enjoy your training. Bye for now.